welcome to Uplift Women's Wellness. I'm Bethany Bush, founder of Head to Toe Strength.
And I'm Auria Zahed, a licensed marriage and family therapist. We're here to empower and inspire women to thrive through holistic wellness.
Each week, we'll dive into topics like fitness, mental health, and personal growth.
And share real conversations and actionable insights to help you live your strongest, healthiest life.
Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. Hey, Auria. What do you think about doing the head to toe story?
I love that idea.
Because we've done your story.
We did.
We've done my story.
Yes.
We haven't actually done the head to toe story and what this even is, why we have it, why it was created, who it's for.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, and I like that you called it the head to toe story because it isn't just me or you anymore.
No.
We're a combined force.
We are combined force.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Yes, let's talk about it.
Where would you like to start?
I think we should do like literal chronological order.
Okay.
So I will start because I do already talk about how I'm your client.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not new information. But I met you, I started working with you maybe twice a week.
I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, but something like that.
I think you were training me twice a week, and then I
went to your boot camp.
I did your boot camp, which was so freaking fun. And this period of time was before COVID, and I was also working a 9 to 5, so I got to go to the gym at night. And yeah, that I don't have that schedule now.
We actually both had that schedule.
Yes, because you would work at night at that gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I seriously was in the best shape of my entire life. I was like bench pressing 50 pounds, balancing on what are those ball things called?
Bosu?
Yes, I was on a Bosu bench pressing 50 pounds. Like it was ridiculous. But then COVID happened.
Yep.
And I lost my 3 days a week.
Because you were Zumba-ing too 1 day a week.
I was Zumba-ing, I think twice a week.
Yeah, because I know you were doing it on Saturday mornings, but I think you were training 5 days a week.
Yeah, I think I was. Anyway, I was a little machine. But COVID really changed stuff. We lost the gym.
Yeah, it permanently closed.
I couldn't see you. We were on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Social distancing, it was called, but it was basically you're either in your house or in your car.
Mm-hmm.
No other options.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember being like, I don't feel so good. Not that I was feeling depressed, because I know that being on lockdown like really did depress people, but I was like, things are getting bleak. And then I like reached out to you, Bethany, and we started working out at the park. But I realized probably in that moment where I was like, working out helps my mental health. And I realized that when I'm feeling down, I do sessions with you and I feel better.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's, I think, when it's like really started for me, where I could tell a difference, because I went from working out a lot to locked down.
Well, and that in and of itself, there's a whole psychology to that.
Okay. Like what?
So there's a whole psychology. It's the same type of mentality and psychology that comes with injury. When you go from being in the best shape, feeling great, moving, just everything's going because that's where your body likes to be. And then the second you stop all of that, It's identical like mindset to injury of like, and this is the end. It's never
Oh.
going to get better from here. I used to be
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z,
Mm-hmm.
because then you healthfully, healthfully become addicted to the exercise and the 30 minutes or the 1 hour a week, or 2 or 3 times a week, whatever, because you get so many endorphins and so much positive reinforcement from your body that the second it stops, it's essentially trauma and shock to your
Mm.
whole system. And your whole brain goes like,
Okay. Yes. Well, I always tell all my clients, please have a workout routine because I know how important it is. But after that, we got a new gym.
yep,
We're a little bit more back at it,
yep.
minus the boot camp, which I still miss to this day.
Yes, everyone misses my group classes.
It was so fun. Um, but I realized something in general with you, Bethany, and we've talked about this part of like how you didn't just work out with me and train me. It was like you got to know me
Mm-hmm.
and you would highlight my strengths, like physically, of course, but also mentally and emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
And it really just changed the way I look at myself. This feeling that I have of being a mental health professional, but then seeing all the benefits, seeing all the actual benefits of like what working out does to someone's mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me believe so much in you and what you were doing because you started head to toe strength.
In 2020, actually, I created an Instagram page for it. And it was multiple iterations because I always envisioned head to toe, but it was like Bethany lift or up or lift up this or strong power lift, like all the different, there's a ton of different iterations and Instagram names that when I try to log into Instagram, sometimes it'd be like, which account do you want to log into? I was like, wow, I haven't seen that name in a long time. So it literally started as an Instagram account because I have a personal Instagram. And since we went on lockdown, I kind of went, let's go to the internet. Because that's also kind of like what a lot of other different trainers were doing. And so I was like posting really poorly, like workouts and different stuff. And then slowly,
Mm-hmm.
since I have been a certified exercise physiologist since 2017, old clients started reaching out because I've had people that all of a sudden be like, hey, are you still doing this? And so that is what kind of birthed the virtual side of head to toe
Oh,
strength. And it was just a side hustle. It was
yeah.
just a way to get through COVID.
Yeah.
And so because I have clients now throughout the whole country, because I've moved so much,
Right.
and they move and relocate, and so they'd reach back out, and then we kind of got back into a normal routine. And then I had clients buying weights from Play It Again Sports and wherever they could find it from, and then making, the garage gym, quote unquote, would be in the basement, or we'd work out in the living room. So head to toe strength actually came from an Instagram page and was an Instagram account, and it
Wow.
still is an Instagram account to this day. But it was just a virtual like way to get like presents and get some funny memes and some
Oh my gosh.
stuff
Yeah.
out there in the world during these like really horrible, highly depressing
Yeah.
times. It was also just a way for me to also like connect and reach out and, you know, slowly start telling my clients I've got an Instagram page if you want to follow for workouts. And I was doing like, I was posting little workouts and stuff like that. And then just really stupid, funny memes. And then it just kind of sat in the background. It just kind of sat back there and it
Mm.
stayed kind of like a, because by the middle of 2020, I was back in the gym again because, and then it was open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close.
Right.
But it was never like a consistent, like I wasn't training you at the park 2 or 3 times a week.
No.
It was never anything like we're going to shift. So a lot of my gym clients went virtual if they could.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the people that I had worked with since 2019 became virtual clients, and then they just all started slowly gaining equipment. And some of them stayed virtual clients and never went back into a gym.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And some of them, when we found a space finally in 20,
Mm-hmm.
some of them came and some of them didn't.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so it was just like, that was like the virtual side. It was just like, that's what I called the virtual side. It wasn't a company, it
Yeah.
wasn't a business. There was no branding, there was
Oh,
no name, there was no nothing. It was just like
right.
training with Bethany.
But then head to toe was on Instagram.
Yes, head to toe strength was an Instagram account.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, just an Instagram account. That's all it
That's
was.
cool.
And then, yeah, it was just back in a gym for a few more years
Mm-hmm.
while I still did a day job. Still had a day job up until a year ago. I had no, less than a year ago. I had a day job
Right.
and was just doing this as, even though it's my degree and my certs and all the money I've put into it, it was still just a side hustle. It was never going to be a business.
Yeah.
It was never going to be a company. It was never going to be an organization. It was never going to be my main deal.
Right. Yes. And then similar on my side is I was just going to keep my private practice stuff going. And then I missed when I worked for the companies that I worked for. And not as a therapist, when I was working in customer service, I really liked being a part of something and I really liked having a common goal. And in private practice, I don't get that company aspect. It's incredibly lonely because it is virtual. So I'm just basically working out of my own house and not seeing anyone aside from the people I'm Zooming with, my clients. And I think when this opportunity came up for us to be a team where you're the exercise physiologist and I'm the mental health therapist, I was extremely excited because I felt like I got to work for a company again. And like even simple things like wearing the shirt and like getting company stickers and like talking about what the website looks like. I like that I feel a part of something now, and you're a great boss. If you are my boss, I don't.
We still haven't figured out what
we
that
don't know.
is.
We don't know what we are yet.
We don't know what we are. We haven't figured out where that all goes.
But because I joined your 2020 company, which now I'm seeing wasn't even really the company in nearly the way it is now.
But no,
Not even a little bit.
not even a little.
Not even slightly. But I do feel like you had like a platform for me and then I just hopped on board. And that was perfect because now we're working really closely together and we're figuring out what we want to do with head to toe strength.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for me, it's nice to know that I'm going to see clients just like I see clients now, but the feeling is different because there's like a common goal where you know the goal and the clients know the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is really exciting because I really believe in what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing?
What are we doing? We are generally a safe space for women who want to work on their physical and or mental health in an environment that is non-judgmental and completely accepting women of color, women in the LGBTQIA plus communities. We are very body positive. We're also trauma informed. We see a whole person when we look at people. And again, I think it's more just like the judgment free part because as a therapist, that's always been important to me with my clients. And I've actually kind of been known as someone who likes working with people who are othered. Like I have a lot of gender non-binary clients. I have a lot of um, women who identify as lesbian as my clients. And to me, well, and a lot of people of color, obviously, because I think that they get excited about me too, which is a huge compliment.
And if you don't know and haven't
Mm,
listened, Aria is Persian Indian, and we did a whole episode on what it's like being a woman of color
mm-hmm.
and the belonging and everything that comes with that. So if you want to check back and listen to that, you can also hear Aria's side. So she's not just saying the words; she's lived the experience.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Bethany.
You're welcome.
Yes. It's so important to me to be there for people who don't have a lot of spaces that are theirs. And with my therapy clients, like, I think they appreciate that I see the societal struggles that they face every day on top of like just the mental health stuff that they're coming in with. And we make such a good team because of that. And I think that's something that Head to Toe Strength offers, but I also personally like that it's women focused because I don't think women get the attention that they deserve when it comes to physical health. I mean, oh my goodness. We could probably go off on a huge tangent with physical health. And then so the combination of like everything I love about my private practice blended with everything I believe in with like female spaces and being fully accepting of people as an and as their whole entity and just the support that I want to give and that I know you want to give and I've experienced personally you giving me.
Yeah, and I just, as a person in a, I don't even know, a large body, a non-conforming body. I don't know what that even would be called nowadays because I don't like I know we're supposed to own like fat, the fat word,
Mm-hmm.
but I also don't like that either. Like there's, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what to say. Like body positive, yeah, body inclusive,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like, and again, like we talked about in body image,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be specified. And it doesn't,
Yeah.
like, to me it doesn't feel right because when you come in to meet me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm for one gonna like see through that shit in 5 seconds
Mm-hmm.
and be like, what's really going on? And
Yes.
it's even hard for me to put into words like, yeah, you can say how I make you feel, but I can't say what I did other than being fully present
Mm-hmm.
when I'm in session with you. Like I'm fully present.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know everything there is to know about you, and I
Yeah.
also have these eyes that can like look into your soul
Yeah.
and read it.
Really? I didn't know. Yeah.
But
That's what's like interesting. I don't mean to cut you off, Bethany, but that's what's interesting about you. Like this is not like personal training.
no.
This is like true mind body connection, like soul, mind body soul.
Nervous system.
All yes, like I wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. All in one package of that being trained.
To the point where I came to you when I was like, I didn't know that this is not how people train a few weeks ago. And I came
Yeah.
to you laughing, going, as I was rewriting our website for the umpteenth time,
Mm-hmm.
I came to you and was like, I'm really different. And you, of course, have like, duh. But because this is how I've always been in the fitness space. Now, granted, have I barked the words and gotten into the culture? And 100%, I went through my phases just like everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
where you're like, eat less, move more, blah, 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 blah. Like, I've done all of
Right.
that culture shit.
Yeah.
And you can listen to that in diet culture, where
Mm-hmm.
I go off on my soapbox. But it's kind of come to this space, and I don't know if it comes through my own personal healing but I also never looked at someone and didn't see a person.
Yeah.
Like, no matter when I met a client, it was always a person.
Mhm.
Like, I was fully connected, and it's like I make you fully connect to your body, which for some people is extremely hard
Yeah.
and extremely traumatizing. Because when you spend a life in a body that either doesn't feel like yours,
Mhm.
doesn't feel like you're in the right body, or you've been sexually assaulted or abused in any way, shape, or form, both verbally or physically,
Mhm.
people, women, we detach from our bodies first because also we're gaslit when we go to the doctor.
Yep.
We're told that our symptoms are not our symptoms.
Mhm.
And like we've spoken about before, you go to the doctor for any type of medical, menstrual, cycle, hormonal, anything. It's just,
Right.
here's birth control.
Right.
And I feel because I've had that medical fight since my mom,
Mhm.
that I feel like even though I did go with the flow with fitness before and I was the person that would be saying the things, it never was right.
Yeah.
Like I always had my own twist to it.
Yeah. And I think that you saw like something with fitness because I only really worked with you for so long. So let me go back in time. But I think with fitness, it is very aesthetic,
Mhm.
like we've named before. It's very visual.
Mhm.
And I think you, because of looking into people's souls, as we just talked about, you see the entire human, the entire being. And I think that's what sets you apart. I think you were probably in school with a ton of people who just like looked at someone's like, I don't know, structure. And you, Bethany, go into the head and go into the heart.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, and I don't, I mean, you've said this before, maybe it's just who I am because of what I've been through and all
Mm-hmm.
of my trauma,
Yeah.
and which is why my focus is underserved communities, because it's like they're the ones that I can identify with
Mm-hmm.
and that I can sit and be like, I understand. And those are the communities and the women that I want to help
Yes.
because I've been one where it's automatic judgment and it's automatic fat shaming and it's automatic X way. I have
Yeah.
tattoos.
Or like you're dumber because you're female.
Yes.
Yeah.
Automatically, yeah, male dominated
Yeah.
industry.
You're in a male dominated industry. Yeah.
I've been through all of the bro science and mansplaining that you could possibly get from a gym. But it's just, I feel such a strong pull
Mm-hmm.
to help all these women that want it so bad but don't know it's there.
Mm.
Like it hurts my heart
Yeah.
that we're not, getting known faster.
Right.
Because in my heart it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many people that want us and that need us, and which is why we don't exist and we just kind of are figuring this out as we go.
Yeah.
There's no model for us to
We
follow.
don't
There's
have like a model. We don't have a company to like follow in their footsteps.
no.
This is like ours
It's
only.
literally groundbreaking. It's life changing, and like my
Mm-hmm.
my therapist said, it's transcendent.
Oh, what a beautiful
Isn't that
word.
beautiful?
Oh my gosh. Yes, because that's actually how I feel about my sessions with you as your client. Like, that's the way to say it, where it's like the mental health stuff is not my mental health that I work on with my therapist. It's like this entire, like, second level of growth.
Because we originally, like when we were talking about this years ago and kind of like
Mm-hmm.
figuring out what this was even going to look like, you're like, well, why are clients going to come to me?
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, duh.
Yeah.
Because I remember way back when we were like, well, how could we work together?
Mm-hmm.
Because we jive so well as coach client, and they're like, how could we work together? How could we take therapy and put it and layer it together? And then you're like, well, what, they'd have to talk about different stuff with you than they would with me, and how would that work?
Right.
And now it's like you don't even worry about that at all.
No, it just all makes sense to me now.
Mm-hmm.
And and we've even talked about like not every client has to see both of us.
No.
They could work with you only, they could work with me only, or they could see both of us and have like the original intent of Body by Bethany, Mind by Auria.
Yep.
Right? But I think this is more what our company is turning into is it's more of like a community. I don't know what the word is, but just like whatever you need us for, we're going to figure that out.
I kind of like to say like coming home. Like it's like coming home to yourself. Like we were talking about reclaiming self.
Yes.
But how like coming home to you.
Yeah.
Of like when we say no judgment, I did a consult not too long ago and I said I literally expect nothing from you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have all these thoughts in your head when you come meet me for the first time. You're going to think I'm going to say all these things. You're going to think all of these things because of my industry. You're going to come in with all these preconceived notions that you need to bring with you to me.
Yeah.
I have none of that.
Yeah.
None of that is in my head. And I had to sit and we had a conversation and I was like, I don't come thinking, yes, do I want to know how experienced you are, what your background is? Does it help? Yes. But to me, you're unmolded Play-Doh. You're fresh Play-Doh, straight out of the cup?
Can?
Yeah,
cup?
Whatever. Yeah. And it's kind of like, I get to take, if you come to see me, I get to take all of that stuff and I have to clean it off first.
Yes.
I have to clean off every piece of rhetoric you have been told, like perfect example, right? Most recent example. This is the right squat form, right? I don't know. Where are your femurs? What's comfortable? Wait, what? But I have to be shoulder width apart and I'm like, no. We don't know where your bones go unless you got to look at your bones recently, which sadly I haven't, and that's what I want to do. It's like, no, how does it feel?
Yeah.
What stance feels comfortable?
Yeah.
Where do you feel like you can move through space in a comfortable way? Yeah. For me, that's not my legs shoulder width apart and my toes straight up forward. Some people it is. Some people have the narrowest squat stance, and I'm like, how the fuck don't you fall over? Because mine's a lot wider. It's just always felt better.
Yeah, I think mine's pretty wide too.
But like that's an easy example because every fitness industry video is going to explain these things to you. And there are some very big brands that I've had clients come from where I'm just like, what are you actually doing? And it's like, I feel like it's my responsibility to save you.
Yeah.
Because you're frustrated, you feel guilty, you feel shame, you feel embarrassment. And I'm like, but why is that any of that your responsibility? Did you study the human body for, oh my God, how long have I been studying the human body? 20 something years?
Yeah.
No. So how can you say, oh my gosh, I keep failing at the gym. I keep failing at the gym. Why is it failure when you were never given the tools to begin with?
Yeah. Very good point. Yeah. It's the culture.
It's the whole thing.
It's the you're not good enough culture.
Every part of it. And every part of fitness, I don't know who or why thought that was the way. I mean, granted, some cultures still use that negative reinforcement as motivation.
Yeah.
Like you were going to punish you into doing what we want you to do. But it just hurts.
Yeah.
All it does is hurt.
It hurts a lot, especially if you are already a woman, because you are dealing with societal pressures in probably every single aspect of your life. And now you are trying to do something for yourself and work out or find a routine that you enjoy, self-care, whatever, and you're still told you're not good enough when it's yours. It's something that's supposed to be yours.
Exactly. And who wants to live that?
I don't.
Who wants an instructor screaming at them in their face and telling them how lazy and how much of a sloth they are and how fat and gross and this and that? And but I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
How is that going to help you in the long run when you're 5 years down the road and you still feel that way?
Yeah.
And you're still hating who you are. I still hate who I am all the time, nonstop. We just had this conversation an hour ago. Like, it's just this thing. And I'm like, with communities that are so forgotten about and women in those communities that are so forgotten about, like, I almost kind of feel like I want to shine a spotlight and be like, no, you are the most important person in this room.
Yes.
And for 1 to 3 hours to whatever hours of the week that you want to give me, you're the most important person in my whole world. And I remember all the details. I remember your dog's name. I remember your husband's name. I remember your best friend's name. I remember your parents' names. I'll remember where you went to school, who bullied you, when you got bullied, how that felt, who you've been dating, who you've been married to. Like,
Yep.
I will hold all of, now granted, I've gotten in trouble with my therapist because I hold too many details in my head.
Yeah.
And I don't write them down. But, and obviously eventually as the relationship grows and grows, it starts to become more like symbiotic, and rather than just me like pointing the spotlight at you and you being like, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be cared for that much. You don't want that, like, you do.
Yeah.
But you don't.
It feels wrong.
It feels wrong.
It feels wrong. Yeah.
And it feels like,
yeah, because no one holds us
no,
like that. Yeah. The only other place that is similar is therapy, I would say. And then if you don't have a good relationship with your therapist for whatever reason, not blaming anybody for that, you're not going to get that feeling of being held.
No. I've been through 3 or 4 or 5 different therapists because it has to be a good fit.
Yeah.
But it has to be a good fit with me too. I seem to somehow, the women who need me just seem to find me.
Yes.
Or hear about me. And right now I'm actively searching for her.
Yes.
So I'm searching for you, listener. I'm actively searching. I'm trying to put all the words in so that you can find me.
Yeah.
Because I know how much we need this.
Yeah. And it makes me sad that we need it so much, but we do. We really do.
We do. And it's sad that you still have to bargain with yourself on taking that time. And if it's affordable enough and it fits in your budget and it fits in your time frame and who's going to watch this and who's going to take care of that. It's like, that's just sad.
Yeah.
If you have a partner, do they get to go off and do whatever they want?
Probably.
Like if you're in a heteronormative relationship, most likely, yeah. And you're home either with kid or with dogs or with doing whatever and doing 50,000 different tasks around the house while they go do who knows what. But it's like that guilt that comes from it's an hour or spending that kind of money.
Yeah.
It's you. You're invaluable.
I know.
You are priceless. You should be treated like you are priceless and like you are the most important person in the room. Because there's only one of you. The mold breaks every time.
Yeah.
And if I'm hitting you in your feels, you better fucking believe it, I am.
Yes.
And this is how it's like to work with me. This is
Yep.
life. This is just the way it goes.
Yep. I'm sitting here being like, yeah, I know. I'm kidding. No, I mean, that was very beautifully said, Bethany. I think like women in general are not raised to think about their needs at all.
No.
At all. So it's really hard to commit to something that is fully yours. It's not anyone else's but yours.
Why?
Because it seems selfish,
So what?
but men do it all the time.
What? So what if it's selfish?
It does. I mean, I don't know.
Aren't all people selfish? Truly?
No.
Yeah, because when a baby comes out, what do they want?
I mean, okay, yeah. But like, okay, but it's not even the word selfish. That's the problem. Women are trained to think going after what they want and need is selfish.
Then I'm going to say be selfish.
Fair. Fair. But it's not selfishness. It's because you would wish this upon other people. You would even wish this upon your partner, your children, or whatever.
You'll pay for AYSO, AAU, volleyball, basketball, the gas, the hotel, the travel, the da-da-da-da-da. You'll spend that without even blinking.
Yeah.
But getting your hair done, walking around the mall, going to get a nice coffee and sitting in a coffee shop. Those, oh, no, can't do those things. It's too much. It's too much. But you'll pay for the consequences 10, 15, 20 years down the road when now you are either in debilitating pain, have diabetes and cardiovascular disease.
Yep.
Now you are just losing money by the thousands.
Very, very
And
good
you're
point.
in the healthcare system.
Yes.
Women die from cardiac arrest and heart attack so much more because symptoms are ignored and symptoms are gaslit.
Oh my God. Right.
A medical provider will tell you you're not having heart attack symptoms and you have to fight with them.
But working with you, lighter note, working with you would be preventative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like the way that I think of it is my work is investing in your 401k. If you're a 401k person or retirement. Because at 20, at 30, at 40, you're training for 80-year-old you. So if you're not working with me right now and putting that effort and that the money, because it's money, putting the money, the mindset, the work, the mentality, like everything into that, you may or may not live till 80.
Yeah.
Or 70 or 60.
Yeah. Got it. Right.
So it's kind of like when obviously the big thing is the cost, right? It's everybody's concern right now. It's kind of on everybody's minds, but it's like healthcare and being sick costs more.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It costs you your family. It costs you your life. It costs you your quality of life. It costs you your joy and your fun and your hobbies. Like, let's say you garden.
Yeah.
What if you can't get in the garden ever again because you now can't walk?
Oh my
or can't get on your knees?
Right.
Or let's say you want to walk your child down the aisle. Can you make that walk? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better because obviously I've struggled myself with my own value.
Yes, same.
So, and I'm sure every woman listening has also struggled with her own value because when you are traumatized so much, so often, every day, all day long, for the majority of your life, you forget you're valuable.
Yeah.
You forget you're sacred. You forget you're one of a kind. And it's like, diabetes is so expensive. It's
Yeah.
so expensive. It's
Yeah.
thousands, and you can lose limbs, and you're now in the autoimmune hell. Welcome. Sucks balls.
Yeah.
And it's like there's so much of me that's like, I guess it was put really great to me recently. Well, it's like, well, I'm not in the danger zone yet.
Mm.
So do you have to have a cardiac event or an MI? I think it's an MI. Like, why do you have to get to that point? Why do you have to get to that point where you can't get on the ground and play with your kids because it hurts?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Or if you're 20 and you're already having pain and you're already uncomfortable, imagine what 40 is going to be like.
Oh my gosh.
These
Absolutely.
are choices. Like, this isn't just aging.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe it. And I've seen my family go through a lot regarding their hearts. Like, I don't know if it's genetic, but I assume it is. Everyone's getting heart surgeries in my family. And everyone's kind of lucky to be alive, but would they be alive without the heart surgery? I don't think so. And that has been very, very motivating to me. Just seeing the scars on my family members' chests of your sternum was drilled open so people could touch your heart. Like, that is absolutely not something that I want to sign up for on purpose. And I wouldn't wish that, like, my family, like, they're just starting to make changes, but they had to go through hell to realize that they matter. And being alive matters. And being there for your kids matters. But like, I got to see it as a witness. And I think, Bethany, that's the first thing I said to you when I met you. I was like, protect my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do what you need to do for my heart, whatever that is. That's what matters to me.
Mm-hmm. And no, that does not mean you sit and you run for your entire session every single day, every time. Because no.
Nope.
No.
That's not what we do.
It's not what we do at all. I don't actually think. I think that's most of the time the first thing that people can. I'm not going to run. You're like, cool, I wasn't going to make you unless you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Or you're a competitive athlete. Kind of comes with the territory, but you know that. But muscle is your saving grace for everything. Cancer, heart disease, stroke, diabetes. It's muscle. Yeah, okay. Don't have a McDonald's diet plan. Not ideal.
Yeah.
But just because it's not food.
Right.
I'm not saying anything about how you're eating, what you're eating. It's not food.
Yeah.
These are chemically engineered things to look similar to food. So are you,
Right.
now, if you're going to eat a Tide Pod, that's on you. But that's essentially the same thing.
Oh, God.
Because you're essentially eating a chemical concoction. And yes, I do it too. I don't go to McDonald's, but
Yeah.
I have my
totally.
things. I have my vices. I am a human.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do not judge myself for them. And I will never judge you for them. And when we say no judgment, like, I'm not joking, no judgment. Like, yes,
Yeah.
certain chains
Yeah.
have like no judgment, judgment-free zone, whatever.
Sure. Yes.
They still try and tell you to lose weight. They still try and tell you need to do this much cardio. They still tell you X, Y, and Z, and you need to look like this, and you can't do that. Da 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 da.
Right.
I literally only care about you, and you do too, probably in your own practice.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, like, whatever my clients come in with, whatever their goals are, those are my goals. I do not come in with any other like word of advice in any other topic other than exactly what you want to work on, where you feel like the issues lie in your life, and we will just tackle that as best as we can. and completely judgment free. I really don't care. Just like as long as you've never murdered someone, raped someone, or hurt a child or an animal, you can be my client.
Then you're dead to us.
Yeah. Yeah. I and I feel like the best part of my job is when we have those like actual growth moments together, and I'm sure you get that too.
Well, it's like it's that moment of like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
I can see why boop 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 boop, and then
Yep.
the dominoes just kind of go, and it's
Yep.
like this has affected everything. I don't remember when that moment was for you, but I remember when it it happened,
Yeah,
and
for
you just
sure.
kind of were like, whoa.
Yeah. And I think I gave that to you as your client
Yes, you
when
did.
I would use my therapy skills on you and
Yes.
get to know you.
Yes.
Um,
Because when I met you, I had not had a good fit for a therapist. And like when you were talking and opening up about yourself and
Mhm.
your life,
Mhm.
I was like, huh, that sounds familiar.
Mhm.
I always thought it was me
Yep.
and I was the problem.
Yep.
And you, which every client I have does,
Uh-huh.
opens my eye and my world and my mind
Yeah.
to something else.
Oh, right.
So now I'm constantly learning
Yeah.
and constantly getting different pieces of even just something as simple as food. Like the amount of people that share their food with me is so cool. It's like, here, I saw this at the store. Have you ever had this before? Or have you ever had this before? And I was like, no, sure. And then they make sure it's vegetarian or like this and
Yes.
that. And they will, and it's like, it's so sweet and it's so simple, but it's like, you feel that comfortable that you're like, here, let me share.
Yeah.
This is what I like. I thought of you. Who's going to think of their personal trainer when they're randomly at the grocery store being like, oh, Bethany would like that. I should give this to
Yeah.
Bethany. And it's some, whatever cuisine from whatever part of the world because I'm like, cool. And like that, just that,
Mhm.
to have that kind of an effect.
Mhm.
Granted, I live in everyone's head rent free now. Who has ever worked with me, I live in their head rent free.
Yeah.
But like, that's what you do to someone who matters to you.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's a gift. It's a gift.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah. There's something that I do want to just like mention because we've been talking about like being very inclusive,
Mm-hmm.
being a space for women also, just like come as you are. We will support you in whatever you need, however you're feeling, whatever your goals are. There's a phrase that I kind of learned from a friend, and I'm trying to get her on our podcast. She's amazing. But I used it once, like I reworded it and I used it once, and the reaction I got from that person was like, oh my goodness, please like share this gift with people. And it makes me think of head to toe strength now because let me make sure I say it right. It's I work with people in ways where not only do I see the world through their eyes, but I also see how the world sees them.
Oh, that is beautiful. That just gave me chills.
Good. Good. Yes.
I agree.
Yes. And I think that like that's the kind of therapy I do where and you do actually is like we work with people but we also know the difficulties that they are facing in this world.
Especially right now.
Es-
We're not going to it, but especially right now.
Especially right now. And I think we do a lot of feminism work and just like really gathering knowledge on that topic and what people need, and like how being a woman is a tiny little tiny box that we can really, where people don't feel valued unless they hit these certain things. And it's like, what is happening? We are 50% of the population, 50%, and we feel like garbage. This is bad.
Well, and I come at too from the medical side of knowing what is said
Mm.
and the facts and the data back it up behind closed doors in healthcare, in medicine, about said populations. And it's like, and being the patient
Yes.
who's like, well, you're just overweight. Just work out. It's like, bitch, I walk 15,000 steps a day and I'm in the gym for 3 hours every night and I eat 1,000 calories.
I know. Seriously.
Like,
Seriously.
what else do you. And by the way, no medical provider can prescribe exercise. They've never taken a class on exercise prescription or exercise physiology or any of the other ridiculously crazy classes that I've had to take about fitness.
Right. Yes.
So it's like they put us in, we're in this box,
Yeah.
and then they talk about us.
Yeah.
And then they also expect us to have this perfect life, perfect health, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But we're the most underserved, undervalued,
Mm-hmm.
on top of
Mm-hmm.
women of color and LGBTQI.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, you guys don't really matter.
Right.
That the healthcare medical world
Yeah.
was built for upper middle class white people.
Yeah. And there's so many studies. I think you've even talked to me about this. There's so many um, studies that were men only because they didn't want women with quote unquote hormonal changes to be included in the studies. So women are being treated for things as if they had a man's body because we don't have a man's body. And then also, I have a client right now, Bethany. Again, we won't dive super into this, but I have a client right now who's super frustrated going through menopause, and her doctor has no answers.
Exactly.
50% of the population, 50% of the latter part of life. No answers.
Yep.
But we're fixing so many issues for men in their later parts of life, like their hair missing. But like women are suffering in menopause, suffering, and we don't have anything.
Yeah, I think we showed up in studies in the 90s, and the book was, I think, the XX, written by, and there was a prologue written by someone else. But I think the book is the XX, and it talks about that because it's about, I think, Alzheimer's disease
Mm-hmm.
or dementia.
Yeah.
Because we end up later in life, postmenopausal, are much more higher likelihood of ending up with dementia because it's linked to physical fitness and physical health. There's a direct correlation between dementia and how much you strength train and weight train, and also osteopenia, osteoporosis, blah, 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 blah. But yes, so like if women aren't included in studies until let's say the 90s,
right,
you also pretty sure there's almost no funding left now for any type of studies into women's health at all.
Wow.
Because basically we're just told, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Right.
You've got PCOS, you've got hypothyroidism, you've got the female athlete triad, amenorrhea, like pick one.
Mm-hmm.
And now you go to the person who's supposed to give you help.
Yeah.
And they can't.
Wow. That's really heartbreaking.
It's why I get so pissed off.
I know. That's also why I said, like, let's not, we won't go into this.
But this is where it came from.
Yes. This, like, us creating a female focused space is from all the spaces that the door has been shut in a woman's face.
Exactly. I only went off for like a minute or two.
No. You can always go off on me. I don't mind, and I learn a lot. So don't worry about that.
But I feel like my passion and your passion
Yeah.
that lives underneath this,
Oh yeah.
that's how hot and fire breathing this dragon is.
I know. Yeah. Like, don't get me started on media's portrayal of women because
And narcissism.
and narcissism, which is usually against women. Like, there's so many female victims of narcissists.
Yep.
So I could just like really just yeah.
And like even Isabel said, I didn't call myself a feminist for a very long time because I didn't think of myself as one. I still honestly probably until we had that conversation with Isabel wouldn't have thought of myself as one, but I'm like the ultimate.
Oh my gosh, right? Same.
Like-
I mean, I've known I've been a feminist, but like hearing Isabel talk and like her fueling my feminism fire,
Yes.
I'm like, I'm probably the biggest feminist I've ever known, aside from Isabel.
That's because Isabel's bomb.
She was amazing.
But like after that conversation, I really was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize because I was just doing what I felt was necessary to help all the women like me. And like you.
Yes, totally.
Like I just thought I was just like, I need to help everybody. Or like my mom, I need to help everybody
Yeah.
who has been treated this way.
Yeah.
That's what this is grounded in. It's not like I like to work out, bro.
Right.
You know, like and I'm not a personal trainer, but I don't even know what we would call me. Because
I
it's
don't
like
know. I'm trying to figure out your
soul catharsis.
I know. I always try to figure out because like I say exercise physiologist, but I'm like, there's more to the story. And same on my side with how I do therapy. Yes, like I do everything I've learned in school and everything my exams were on, but I also incorporate the messages that women see and hear constantly about being a woman. And that's also why I really like working with women of color and I really like working with LGBT population because they are seeing just what like white middle class cis hetero women are going through. You like again media portrayals, cultural standards, blah blah blah. And so like I really love breaking down that barrier and being there for people and being like you were being fed a lie. These quote unquote standards were created by men in a boardroom. Let's sit here and break that shit down.
I mean, Barbie wasn't wrong. Granted, we quote Barbie all the time. But when Barbie finally gets to the boardroom, what it is? A bunch of men deciding who Barbie is and what Barbie's going to be and how Barbie's going to look and how Barbie's going to think.
Exactly.
Like, it's not factual.
It's not, It's not, but yeah. These standards came from where? The standards came from men. That's the answer
from
to
a
that.
king. Head to toe strength to me is like my life's work.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like, to me, the painting of the Sistine Chapel. Like with its level of importance.
Yeah.
Because I do everything I do based in fact, based in data, but with so much heart and passion and soul, you can't help but believe in yourself.
Yes.
And change how you think about you.
Yes.
It's like, there is no word for that. There's no brand genre for us to be in.
I know.
We're trailblazing here.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, but I know it's like I know what you're talking about because I've experienced, and you know what? Wait, I know what you're talking about with what you can provide because of me as your client, and you know what I'm talking about that I can provide because I've been doing therapy on you, but as a friend.
Yes, you've
Just-
been friendly therapizing me for
Yeah.
6 years almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've been reciprocally giving into one
Yes.
another, and like, but neither is taking.
No.
I'm pouring into you,
Yeah.
you're pouring into me, and then
Yeah.
we're kind of like looking at each other going, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
you're giving me this, well, you're giving me this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a nonstop, I guess, love bath essentially, of constant positive reinforcement, constant support, constant just unbiased, but
Yeah, it's hard to describe, but I think that this is like what like true support and being like uplifted, like really uplifted, like as literal as you can get of like I was down here, now I'm up there.
mm-hmm.
Feeling. And we want to do this for other women, and other women are so deserving to feel this way and feel this much like just growth.
Well, and if two women who are millennials
Mm-hmm.
who have been through this
Mm-hmm.
and felt this,
Mm-hmm.
there have to be hundreds of thousands of millions more. We cannot be the only one. And
Yeah, I mean, I would hope. It's just like there isn't a word yet
no,
for me to go through and like take a poll.
no, we're redefining therapy and we're redefining wellness.
Yeah.
We're redefining female care. We're redefining what it is. So it's like, yeah, when someone was when what's his face was inventing the light bulb, you're right, you don't have the words for it. And I kind of feel like that's what we're doing with women's health.
Yes.
And Dakota is now back on top of Auria again.
For the record, just so people understand, Dakota is the size of me.
Yeah, she's a 77-pound black lab who mix mutt, so she adopt, don't shop. She is Aria's size. When she stands up, she's about eye level with Auria. So Aria's got 4 paws and a face and a tail on top of her, and also since she's a lab mix, she lab leans and then she tries to lick Aria's face off. So this is every week when we are or every time we're recording. This is what Auria is going through while she's talking to you. So props.
Yes,
Because this is her life.
My big strong muscles can handle her weight. But like only so much.
Because she's just standing on her looking at me like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Like, what? Here, kisses.
I know, you're a good girl. I know, you're a good girl. You don't know how big you are.
Oh, she thinks she's a Pomeranian.
We don't body shame here.
Nope.
All dogs of all sizes are allowed to stand on me. All shapes, sizes, and colors. Huh, Dakota?
We now focus on black ones, though, because they're killed the most in shelters.
Yes. Yes, if you are going to adopt a darker animal, black or dark brown, because they do get euthanized more than lighter colored animals.
And that's what would have happened to her if I didn't save her life. And if you want to see this beautiful black beauty that I'm talking about, she is all over our Instagram page. And most recently, she was playing in a sprinkler, and I said, when was the last time you had joy in your life to that extent? Ari, is there anything else you'd like to talk about when it comes to head to toe strength and kind of like our story and where we're going and what we want to do? Like, did we say everything? I mean, I don't think we can put into words everything we think, feel, want to give, and I don't know how we would, but...
Well, for now, we want a building.
Yes.
That is our goal. That is our next goal. We want a building where I have an office, Bethany has a gym. You walk in our front door and you can kind of see everything at once.
Yep.
And have it be just like Bethany said, like coming home. just like that feeling of like you walk in our doors and you feel safe and you feel heard and you feel seen, and you know it's your 50 to 60 minutes of like complete taking care of yourself, not worrying about anybody else, focusing on you, your wellness, your health, your self-worth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're really working hard right now on finding a space for both of us so that we can actually take this and make it something, a physical space that you can also come to. Because right now we do, obviously, anyone in the United States can work with both of us. It's just when it comes to certain things, we obviously work out of California, so it's a little bit hard, but we will work with you from anywhere. And we are both accepting clients virtually for the most part. I've got maybe one in-person space left, but we're trying to find you and just know you're not alone. We're here. If you're listening and you have a sister or a mother or a cousin or a grandmother or a friend, please share this podcast, because they're not you, and any woman in your life who has these exact same thoughts is sitting at this couch with us and is just as much a part of this conversation. We see you, we value you, we hear you, we know what you want.
Thank you for joining us on Uplift Women's Wellness.
We're so grateful to have you as part of our community. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs it.
Follow us on social media for updates and extra inspiration between episodes.
And remember, you're stronger, braver, and more capable than you know. Until next time,
Stay strong, stay empowered, and keep uplifting each other.